So welcome everybody. We are in session 4 of our class, and I want to tell you guys that at the very top of the class page, we have now a couple of things to pay attention to. So first of all, it says schedule of classes. That is a complete schedule. It might change, means teachers might get sick, we might run into some circumstances which we have no idea about yet. And as I told you, we will finish maybe 2 weeks later than we planned to, because just because of 3 holidays, interfering with what we are doing. So we will finish on December 28th. And January 6th, we will start another class. So that is how it works. We have 17 weeks. And you can see that some sessions have 2 hours, some sessions, I even have one with 3. It's kind of ugly, but just talking about job search. Okay, and when we start here, first week we have 1 hour sessions, and then 1 hour sessions, and then 1 hour sessions, and then we come to 2 to 1, 1 to 1, and so on. And at some point we will get the automation here, yeah? Test automation 1, it is color coded. Test automation will begin on October 13th, just in a month. Okay, so that is your schedule. But again, guys, anytime you make some scheduling decision, go back here and look at the schedule today, because it might change. And what the hell is that? No, I don't like it. Okay, let me, yeah. Okay, and then guys, for doing the projects in our class, we will need you to create, to give us some information. So Tatiana, she will teach your mobile class. Tatiana also administers the process. She needs you to fill out that form. Look at that. That form. So she will give you the Jira account, Jira access requests. Mikhail Portner, require. Please enter your last name. I don't know what the hell is. So just first, last name, and your email. That's it. All she needs is your name and your email. And why she gives you Jira? Okay, if you want to play with Jira yourself, so you can download free version. So it's available in kind of small, with small number of users. So you can install it yourself and play with it if you want to. Or you can do it in small groups. You can say 2, 3, 4, 5 people. You can do it yourself. It doesn't cost any money if it is a small thing. So it does cost us money. Requests made after September 23rd are not guaranteed to be fulfilled by the web testing project start date. So what she means, what Tatiana means, she says, hey, on September 28th, we will start the project. And we need time to authorize your Jira accounts, to create and authorize your Jira account. That is why please make sure you provide that data, you fill out that form before September 23rd. So give her time. And guys, we have a crowd here. I mean, it's not like 5 people or 10 people. So she needs time to process that stuff. Are you with me? Same problem as Ruslan. Yeah, the problem is your account is not authorized. If you will have one, I don't know. So you are with me. So certain things, guys, are important to take care right now. I mean, not while you are in the class, but right after the class, just go and spend 1 minute, to fill out that form, and at least familiarize yourself with that schedule, so you get maybe better idea. Maybe you will have some discoveries, I don't know, regarding the schedule. How many people we have in the class, by the way? We have 228, which is not bad. So we have some people from extra class who are joining from extra group chat. Okay, next. So let's go back to the class. So I made the announcement. Okay, so now we are focusing on doing the bug reports for the which project we have here. Let me see. Okay, maybe on the class page here. So you remember we have two projects, and one were just GUI, user interface testing project, the Tolia, and Energy Telecom. Also, we looked at the user interface, but we also look at the functionality. And so we are now in session number 4. Bug reporting, bug tracking. Okay, so it was an easy one. So we are focusing on bug reports, guys. Which application? Maybe we have to go to Energy Telecom now, because we spent some time on testing Tolia already. So let's take a look at this one. We are not touching functionality. I mean, we might eventually write a bug report about functionality, but overall, we are still looking at graphic user interface, which is kind of badly done, ugly. So it's very good for your exercise. So everybody feels like a hero because you're gonna find lots of bugs. And we look at your bug reports, which you keep on the forum. Guys, do not do anything in Bugzilla, because Bugzilla is not good for our class. I mean, you can practice with Bugzilla if you want to, but really, it's not exactly important for anything. So Energy Telecom, yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. And you remember, we go just one by one. We take one bug report out of one submission, out of one person. Okay. I'm not really paying much attention to which exactly bug report I'm taking. Okay, where are my bug reports? Rules of bug reporting. Okay, let's see bug reports. Above the bug reports, we are seeing the reminder of the rules of bug reporting, which we looked at so far. Now we have bug reports. So number one, dollar. It's a good one, really. It's coming. So bug reports. We are specifically focusing on Energy Telecom today. Bug report. So zip field accepts more than 5 characters if copy pasted. Okay, let's go to the zip code field. Where is it, by the way? Oh, it's right here. Zip code field. See what happens if I type. I mean, we understand what zip code is about. It takes digits. It doesn't take anything but digits, and it doesn't take more than 5 characters input anyway. So it shouldn't take more than 5. So if I say 1 1 1 2 3, okay, that's 5. What if I do a few more? It doesn't take few more. Okay? Doesn't take those. That open password stuff is my own thing. Ignore it. So what if I have more than that? but instead of typing, I will paste it here. Opa. Yeah, guys, it takes more than 5. So if you paste, it doesn't have that protection. Doesn't have that protection. What is the bug report actually? What does it say? More than 5 characters if copy pasted. More than 5 if copy pasted. See, it says characters, 5 characters. It doesn't specify exactly if they are digits or letters or special characters. If I, okay, can I type letters here? Yeah, it accepts letters. What if I type many letters and then paste? So I'm doing some research, guys. So before we look at the bug report, so we look at the problem. Maybe we'll file more than one bug report. So far the difference between letters and digits is none. Okay, it allows you to type no more than 5. And you might say, yeah, but it shouldn't accept letters anyway. It's a different issue. But even if it accepts letters, it shouldn't be more than 5. Yeah. It's a special requirement, standalone requirement. One requirement says digits only, another requirement says no more than 5. What if we have 3 classes of characters? So we have letters, we have digits, and we have special characters. Something like that. So what if I want to type special characters? It does not accept typing of special characters. See? It does accept letters, but it does not accept special characters. Interesting. What if I paste them? Copy. Oh. Guys, definitely it has more than 5. Yeah, we can say for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That thing is it's not helpful. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it takes a lot. So when we think about the bug report here, going back to the bug report. So it does not matter when you paste, it doesn't matter if it was digits or letters or special characters. It just anything. So zip field accepts more than 5 characters accepts copy paste of more than 5 characters. Accepts more than 5 characters. In that specific wording, we are kind of assuming that everybody understands that 5 characters, it should not be more than 5 characters. But honestly, guys, we have requirements to that thing. Where is my help? Okay. Let's go to the class. At the moment, we are talking about specifically about functionality. It's not exactly user interface. I just want to tell you, it's not exactly user interface. If we go to session maybe 5, yes, session 5, 4, 5, we have requirements to the application. And in the requirements, which you didn't have to look at it yet, I'm just telling you that in the requirements, it talks about different fields, and it says zip is a text field, and it accepts 5 characters, digits only, and it is required. Accepts actually no more than 5, yeah, and should be digits only. Okay, so going back. So we said we are not looking at functionality bug reports now, and we actually are running into the functionality. Okay, someone is saying he or she paid for the class and cannot get to the class. Okay. Okay, guys, I have to maybe say, who are you? Who are you? Maybe it's not nice, to get such a message, but you know what? If you don't tell me what's your name, how can I really answer the request? Okay. So going back to the bug report. So zip field accepts copy paste of more than 5 characters. And the point was, in requirements, it says that 5 is the limit. Yeah, in requirements it does say that, but does actually developer remember all the requirements? Obviously, the zip code is kind of very much clear, but we're not looking at specific bug report. But overall, when you point to some issue, you point, and we discussed that bug report points to the mismatch here. Bug reports describe the mismatch between actual and expected. Yeah. Oh God. Says I wrote you before the class, so I'm asking who are you, and I said there's a. Okay, guys. I really am. It drives me crazy. Mismatch. So what is the mismatch? We're saying it accepts more than 5. So what? So what is 5? Then 5 characters limit, 5 characters limit by requirement. It is a kind of overkill. In the specific situation, it is kind of overkill because everybody knows it shouldn't be more than 5. But I'm saying, okay, here is my modification of that bug report. And again, it's not really the user interface bug report. Guys, by the way, do you feel any difference between doing the user interface bugs and doing the functionality bugs? Is there any difference? Okay, I think. Is there any difference, guys? I have to send the link to Natalie. I have a copy, so I can send it to people who are suffering. Natalie. Kat, I do not have that. Anybody is writing me as Natalie K. Guys, I do not have any Natalie K. So let's go to the second one. Button clear should be disabled. Okay, button clear should be disabled. Copy. That is a user interface thing. I mean, it eventually results in disabling some functionality. But still, okay, button clear should be disabled while the form fields are empty. Okay, let's take a look. Here is the form. It's not empty, but we will refresh. Okay, I do F5 to refresh. Okay, now it is empty. Each and every field is empty. We didn't touch it. It is called, when we move to test cases, we will call it default base state. You just run it and here it is. Nobody touched anything. Default base, blah, blah, blah. In dialog boxes, and dialog boxes are common for Windows application. So in web applications, you have a web page instead of dialog box. Yeah. So in that specific interface, we do not have, it's not a dialog box, it's a web page. But the web pages are similar, not identical, but similar to dialog boxes, especially forms where you fill out different fields. And there is a rule in the user interface which says that if you cannot use a button or whatever control, not just a button, so it should be disabled. For example, if I have that find dialog box and find what field is empty, then find next is disabled. Okay, if I type one character in, so it's now enabled. That is one story. Another story is yeah, okay, let's it's enough. Now we look at that form, and we have the idea of default button on the page, default button. So I open certain interface, let's say dialog box or web page for that example, and you don't touch anything, you just hit the enter button, and there should be default button which will be pushed without you pushing the button. You just hit the button on the keyboard, and it will do something with the entire dialog box, entire page. And let's read again the bug report. It says button clear should be disabled. So it's not about default button. No, it's not about which button should be pushed when you hit the enter key on the keyboard. No, that one says if there is nothing to submit, okay, so then disable that button. In Notepad, if I say, let's say save as, yeah, save as. If I remove the session 4 name from here, what happens to save button? It's a bug, guys. It's a bug, Microsoft bug. It should be disabled, actually. Should be disabled. There is nothing to save. Okay. Microsoft also has bugs, guys. It's fine. It's fine. The problem here is web pages are not exactly dialog boxes. They are not. And another problem here is what's the major difference? One of the major differences between dialog boxes and pages is a page is big. You do not know what at the bottom of that page. I can scroll down and scroll down and scroll down and scroll down and scroll down until it comes to the submit or clear button. So when I am here, I don't even know that that button exists. Yeah? If I'm first time here. So, and they say, if you didn't type anything, what should you clear? Yeah. What are you going to clear if you didn't type anything? What if I say clear now? Error, blah, 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 data requested, please call. So we've got another problem. And that is a big time problem. I mean, really, did you ever try to push that button? You know? But that is a problem. It's not user interface, it's again functionality. But it doesn't clear anything, yeah? so far, it will not clear anything. No, it doesn't work completely. So, technically speaking, if the button does not work completely, it's not a matter of button being or not being enabled or disabled. It just doesn't work. So we have to fix that part, and then we will look at smaller things. But should we request that button to be disabled? I don't think anybody would ever care about disabling the clear button. I mean, hypothetically, if you look at different rules and you try to apply the dialog box rules to the web pages rules, but honestly, I don't think it is something you really want to report. I mean, we can. I would rather write another bug. So let's say about clear bug. I mean, the real one, guys. It's not about writing any bug report. It's about writing a good one, and a good one here will be something you have to do before you look at enable disable stuff. So button clear. Button clear. Button clear is not in operation. So that is what happened. That is what happened. It's not in operation. Then we come to steps. A couple of steps. So we have to. I mean, we might say it in one sentence, but I just want to show you how functionality bugs are working. So you are saying, let's say, run the energy telecom. Run the energy telecom what page? Run. Let's say open the energy telecom page. Okay. Then I will say second. Make sure. So we have to somehow make sure that nobody ever touches that one. Open the energy telecom page. Make sure make sure. No. Or open the, let's say run. Okay. Run new. Okay. New energy telecom. Let's say application. Form. Let's say form. Okay. New. New means nobody touched anything. I just don't want to make another point here. Making sure it's not modified. Run the new energy telecom form. Okay. Push the clear button. Clear button. Oh no, you know what? That one is going to be 3. Let's type something. Let's say 2. Yeah, we can type. Type Portnov into the last name. Yeah, last name field. Yeah, why should it be empty? No, it doesn't have to be empty. We are testing the button. We want to make sure that button will erase what's in the last name. Type Portnov into the last name field. Push the clear button. Number 4. It's very common to say observe. Now observe. Observe a couple of things. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's say content. The content of the last name field is the content is not cleared. What else do we observe? Error message is popping up, yeah? Error message. Before we go there, we make some notes. Error messages, okay, messages could be, okay, let's say messages, and messages, there are different types, error, warning, blah, blah, blah. Messages could be confusing, means I don't know what you are talking about, yeah? Confusing, or misleading. So it tells you to do something which is really irrelevant. So when we look at that message here, let's do it clear. Look at that message, guys. It says error, blah blah blah, invalid data request. That part is really confusing. I mean, what are you talking about? Then it says, please call technical support or restart your computer, which is totally misleading. So that message is both. It is, on one hand, it is misleading, and the second part, and on the first part, it is confusing. So what should I do? I would say here, misleading slash confusing, both, yeah? Confusing error message. Error message pops up. What does it say? It says error, blah, 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 data request, copy. I don't want to copy the whole thing. Okay, file, save. So guys, we wanted to look at user interface, but look what we are doing here. What the hell is that? I'm not on this. I'm not clear what the discussion is about. Valid zip. Okay, there is some discussion behind that conversation. Okay, guys. So far, we are looking right now at bug reporting process, but bug reporting reflects the logic of testing. So we cannot write a bug report without researching further, trying to kind of make sure it is limited to this, or maybe we have to include more, we have to be more detailed, and so on. So far, are you okay with what we are doing? Okay, let me try to bring back Natalia. So guys, here is Natalia. No, no, we will give her different stuff. Okay, copy. We will give her that. Okay. So hopefully Natalia will join us. Maybe not, because there is some time within which you have to get to the webinar, otherwise it will not allow you. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Oh, okay, no field defined as default input, input focus, yeah, default. So when you open the form, okay, let me refresh it again, F5, And so when you refresh it, maybe let me do enter here. Okay. Now the question is, if I start typing, where does my typing go? It goes nowhere. Just why it goes nowhere? Because there is no single text field which has what is called input focus or default input focus. If you go to Notepad, for example, well, any Windows application, and you say format, let's say font, okay. So which field, you can actually see that because it's highlighted, which field has default input focus. Very easy. I start typing. So that is the default input. That field has default input focus. That's it. That's simple. So we do not have one, and I can tell you, it is a very annoying problem. I have such a thing in a couple of applications which I'm using on everyday basis. It is very annoying. So given the default input focus is important. So what was the verbiage here? No field defined as. We will generalize a little bit. We will say number 3. We will say you can say no default input focus is provided, but it doesn't sound like a request. It sounds more like a recommendation, maybe. We really want to be clear on that. We want to say we want that. We want that. We will say implementation of default input focus. It relates to that specific window. Yeah, I'm not saying where. Implementation of default input focus requested. So on one hand, it is a nice feature suggested by user interface specialists, user experience specialists, but there is no specific requirement. Why we request that? Not because of these requirements. We request that because it's a useful feature. Yeah. Input focus requested. If they ask me why you request that, I will explain. But so far, they understand the meaning of default input focus, and so let them do it. They probably just forgotten. They know it's a cool stuff. They just forgotten. Okay, file, save. Okay. Okay, we did that one. Default input focus doesn't work. Hey, it's not implemented. Doesn't work means it is implemented with bugs. If it doesn't exist, it's not like it doesn't work. It's not implemented. We request implementation. Okay. Contact information section, state, drop down list box. Okay. Okay, see what happens, guys. We have state list box. It is drop down, yeah. I mean, it could be drop down, or it could be same as we just seen here in the font. That is the list box. Together with text field, it's a combo box, but that list box is just stable. It has stable dimensions, fixed dimensions. That one is a list box, which is drop down list box. So I would say for our purposes, it's not really important if it is drop down or it is not drop down, or really doesn't give us any value. So let me copy it from here, and then we go to the bug reports. So you remember, no extra information. Whatever you can remove it. Okay. Just ask yourself, can I remove that? Will it hurt? No, if it will not hurt anybody, remove it. So contact information section. Okay. Stop section. I will put section. Okay. Section. State list box. We are still describing the location. Where? In state list box. I don't care if in which way it operates. I'm just saying, here is the list box. Okay. And what else? List box. And it doesn't have certain states. It lost certain states. Number one, guys, do you think I have to have 2 bug reports because 2 states are missing? What do you think? Should I have 2 bug reports? Okay. Some people say 1, some people say 2. Okay, now how do we decide? Wait. How do we decide if it should be 1 or 2? What is the criteria? How we decide if it should be 2 or 1? How many problems we can put in one report? How many problems we can put in one report and why? Developer will fix it at once. Who told you? Who told you that? How can you know what developer will do? Developer might fix 1 out of 2 and break another 3. That is how developer operates sometimes. One error to fix, one bug report. Not one problem, one fix, one bug report. So in our case, we will have two reports. Let's talk about Nevada. Okay. So it doesn't have Nevada. Let's take a look. What happens with Nevada here? Georgia, LM. Yeah, doesn't have Nevada. Okay, it doesn't have Nevada. For each item missing there, you can write 1 bug report. If it is totally destroyed, you write 1 bug report which says, hey, look at that totally destroyed piece, okay? And after they fix, at least partially, and then you can come up with 2, 3, 4, 5 bug reports. You come up with 3, 4, 5 bug reports, but you do not come up with 25 bug reports because the whole thing is screwed up. No, you say it is screwed up. It will be enough. Okay. So did we finish the bug report or not? Yeah. Conduct state of Nevada. Okay, is missing. Okay, is missing. Okay, state of Nevada is missing. Or just Nevada is missing. Yeah, we can do it that way. Nevada is missing. File save. Okay, keep going. Okay, some GUI users interface stuff. Okay, let's go there. I didn't read it yet. Let me try. So number 5. I just see that stuff is about user interface. Total bill field demonstrates the $sign. What the hell? Total bill. Control F. Total. total bill. So we are looking at local and long distance. Okay, total bill. So what else? What about it? It says total bill field. Demonstrate $sign is close to the window without space. So there is no space between $sign and that window. My suggestion is really to move $sign from here to the brackets. Okay, long distance number. Copy. Here's what I would do. I would say where. Okay, so that is the location. Yeah? That is the location. International service. International service. Total bill. Total bill. Now, I'm saying move the $sign move the $sign to the field label text, and then, or let's say, make the $sign the field label, the part, a part of field label. And then here is what I do. I'm writing a suggestion here. So I'm saying, okay, total bill. I mean, same thing here, my monthly bill, it's everywhere. It's all around the application. But let's say, since we are talking about that part, so total bill, okay, copy. Copy label. And that is what I want. I would say total bill. And here I will say $sign. Okay, that is what I want to do. Okay, it's a little bit longer because of that big, definition of where it is. But that is what I would say. So the solution here is not to give some space, to that stuff. The solution is to make it a part of label which everybody does. That is how industry works. I mean, if you think about your user experience, you might remember you've seen it a lot. But that is why testers need to be users, first of all, so they have user experience, so they know how things might look like, how they look with different applications. So guys, isn't it already a label? It is. So what? I mean, what's the conflict? Instead of doing two standalone labels, we want to have one label. And we want the $sign to be a part of the label, of the text. $sign, part of design. I don't think so. I don't think so. It is a commonplace, guys. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. So it's not kind of unique application with a unique feature. So we have to think about elements of design here. Okay, let's try to dissect that one. Copy. So it's going to be number 6. Yeah? First name, last name fields have data type error. Data type error, letting user to input numbers, characters other than English alphabet letters and execute as is. That one is coming from not understanding how things like that work. First name and last name fields, wherever you find them, would accept everything without any limitations. So you created your own requirement. It is you who created that requirement. You said first name and last name should not accept anything but English letters, English alphabet letters. It's not true. It is your own requirement, which has nothing to do with reality. In reality, it doesn't work like that. If we look at requirements which you didn't see yet, yeah, you didn't see the requirements, but look at them. When it comes to last name and first name, it says first name text field accepts all characters. No more than 31, blah, blah, blah. All characters. Last name accepts all characters. Street address accepts all characters. Zip, just 5 digits only. Email, digits, letters, some special characters. Yeah. So it is your own requirement, and that is exactly what makes the difference between professional tester and whoever tester, people on the street testing. Yeah, whatever they think is logical to them should be logical to everybody. It is not. You are not testing against your logical kind of thing. It helps. It helps to have experience. It helps to help logic, but you always ask yourself, where is the requirement? Do I know the requirement? So it's not a bug. Okay, keep going. Current provider field in cell phones tells user to select both options instead of one and execute. What the hell is to execute? I mean, really, how? What's the meaning of execute? Cell phone provider. Okay, let's take a look. Cell phone, TV, home. No, where is cell phone? Okay, cell phone. Current provider. Okay, it says select one. I do not understand. The bug we have says, bug report we have says, current provider field. It's not a field. You know what? Current provider is not a field. Current provider is a list box. Yeah, it's a list box. So current provider field list box in cell phone service lets user to select both options. What do you mean? Oh, check boxes? That? What? I mean, we have check boxes, yeah. Check boxes are supposed to be independently checked. If that is the, I do not understand. I'm happy with my provider. I'm open to using different provider. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy, but maybe someone gives me better price. What's wrong? Guys, nobody is going to spend lots of time to understand what your bug report is about. Either you tell clearly what you want, and or they just skip your bug. And if skipping your bugs becomes a habit, you lose your job. Okay, they just complain to management and say, look, that person writes bug reports which are not fixable and just taking our time. I mean, we do not want anybody like that on the team. Either you clearly explain what's wrong, or you just cannot do that job. Okay. Local distance. Okay, keep going. There are only 49 states in state. Again, that is still about functionality. Let's find GUI. Okay, remove other in state field. It's not a field, huh? It's not a field. Why field? Remove other in state field. So what is the state field? Okay. Where is the state here? Oh, here? Yeah. We have other. Yeah, there are some rules, and those rules are saying it's good to have a kind of open-ended options. Like, let's say, here you go to current provider, and it says 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that's it. In that one, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and then other. Maybe there is another one. So, and the person who created that state checklist probably didn't kind of think about number of states being limited. So there is no other states. Or maybe you might come with 5, 6 states of the United States and then other. But if you come with all 50 states, there is no other. So other is kind of to be removed. Yeah, to be. I mean, we really understand it should be removed. We can come with a solution here. So we are saying remove. Yeah, remove other. No. Okay, I would change a little bit. Interchange, cut. State field, not field. State list box, yeah? Oh God. State list box. Remove other item from the list. Or you can say option if you want to. Option. State list box. Where and what? Good. Okay. Wrong entry, BC. Again, guys, you are not really limiting yourself to user interface issues. No default button. Yeah, we discussed that no default button issue. I don't think it is applicable to big windows where forms where you do not see the bottom line. You don't know which button is there. So how can you make it default if user has no idea of what that button is, hitting the enter key? See what I mean? You open that interface and hit the enter, and God knows what that button is about. It's very different from any dialog box in Windows application. So I wouldn't say it is exactly applicable. Only if that window is small. Window is small. Let's say if we look at where is the class? If we look at what Tatiana asked you to do with this form, look at that form. Hop. Yeah, here I can say, well, first of all, you might request that button to be disabled, yeah? Because nothing really is here to submit. But again, forms are not exactly dialog boxes. What's going to happen, by the way? Yeah, it's fine. So, and then default button. So let me refresh. Oh, okay, I just open that form and I hit submit. There is no default button, see? there is no default input focus, you know. So that page is the ugliest, you know, possible. It is created in Google Docs or whatever. So it's not really an application which is supposed to be nice looking one and so on. But at least the dialog box, that interface, is very, very small. It is entirely on the screen, so you might expect certain things to be kind of more like a dialog box, working like a more of dialog box nature type. Yeah. Okay. Street address. Field has no special address format. There is no special addressed format. I mean, it doesn't exist. Label not marked with a star. Aha, that is cool. Okay, let's try. Copy. So we have the referred by field, which actually works as it is required. Just a second. Yeah, let me copy the bug report first. So number 7. Referred by. So let's say the form is empty, absolutely empty. We didn't touch anything. So if I go and push submit, it should complain, first of all, it should complain about required fields not being filled with information. Yeah. Look what's going to happen. Look what's going to happen. I push the submit button, and then it comes with complaints. It says, first name is required, last name is required, street address, blah, 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 and then you were referred by. So clearly, the referred by is a required field. But if it is a required field, it should have an asterisk here. It says, asterisk indicates required field. On one hand, I can tell you more. Even if you look at the requirements, there is no single requirement for referred by field. I mean, we have no guidance here. And you remember that three things which might be wrong with requirements. Guys, tell me, what are those 3 things? So requirements could be, remember, requirements could be what? Could be wrong in which way? Old, no. Ambiguous, okay, number 1. I'm not incomplete, not complete, incomplete, ambiguous, incomplete, and contradictory. Good. Ambiguous, incomplete, and contradictory. Now, guys, what would you say about these requirements which say nothing about referred by field? Are they incomplete? Are they ambiguous? Or are they, what was the third one? Yeah? What's wrong with this one? Incomplete. Yeah, it's simply incomplete. So first of all, we might write a report saying, oh, let's do one. That report is going to be not in verification, but in validation area. So we are requesting some clarifications. Not exactly changes to requirements, but just requirements. So we are saying the referred by field needs what? Needs to be okay. Also refer needs to be defined. Okay. Defined same as other fields on the form. Let's say requirements. Let's say requirements. So we are complaining about requirements. Requirements, the referred by field needs to be defined as other fields on the form. Okay, same as. Okay. Okay, good. So that is kind of validation thing. So we complain about requirements, but then again, go back. It says asterisk. It's not called star. It's called asterisk. Star and asterisk are different things. Asterisk is a character on your keyboard which is on same key as 8, yeah, as digit 8. So that is an asterisk. Why I looked at the requirements, even though we are not in functionality testing business, but since we look at that, my point was we really don't know if referred by should be processed as required field. I mean, I have no idea. You have no idea. We don't know. So we cannot say give them an asterisk because it is required. Maybe it shouldn't be required. I mean, maybe not having that asterisk is correct, and being required is not correct. So we point to the inconsistency now. Inconsistency. They will decide how to make it right. But we are just saying those two things are not coming together. So inconsistency, remember, it's a big time issue in software testing. So let's say number nine, yeah. Number 9. Okay, either, oh no, let's say, let's point to the place, referred by, okay, referred by. Referred by field. I'm not saying which section it is, because it's just, the field is unique, so you don't have to explain where it is. We do not have multiple referred by fields. So either provide an asterisk to the field, or okay, it should not behave as a required field. Required field. So either provide an asterisk to the field, or it should not behave as a required field. So I would do it this way. I'm sorry, guys, you have to choose. Yeah, there is a problem. I'm not even using the word inconsistency. I don't have to use it each and every time. Okay, are you with me? Email field marked as required, but it doesn't work as required. Exactly, that is functionality stuff. Guys, the functionality testing of the form is coming. We're gonna do lots of functionality testing. Okay, good. Okay, required field. Yeah, let's take a look at more bugs. Zip tab accepts letters. Tab is what you see on my browser here. Skype is a tab. Energy Telecom is a tab. Tab to the way. That is a tab. Tab. One more thing which is tab is a tab key on your keyboard. So when you tab, it moves from field to field, and we can test the tab order. You know, either it is going in the right tab order. So there is no tab like what you used for tab. I don't know what you said. Zip is a text field or input box, but it's not a tab. Accepts letters, numbers, digits, not numbers. Numbers are made of digits. 25 is a number. 2 is a digit and 5 is a digit. And 25 is a number. 263 is a number. Okay. Ability to check both of boxes at the same time. Check boxes work like that. That is the nature of checkbox. Look at that. Here is one checkbox and here is another checkbox. Yeah? What's wrong with that? We have two checkboxes. The whole idea of checkbox, it is independent. So guys, honestly, I do not see much. Let me do my stuff. I mean, let me say what I can complain about. Let me refresh. Let me refresh the whole thing. Set the clear. No? Wait. Okay, here is a clear form. What I would say. First of all across the board, it has some issues with adjustment. If you think about zip code here, okay, it is not supposed to be like 1/3 to the right of the field street address. And street address and last name they are not exactly adjusted, you know. They are not exactly on the same vertical line, but at least they were trying to do. Zip code is an absolute ugly stuff. It shouldn't be like that. Just looking, my first impression. Okay. Then it has ugly labels, number of fonts on the plan, blah blah blah, which basically almost are overlapping, not overlapping, but close to that, with other controls here. It is an ugly design. It should be completely redesigned. Same as the dollar sign, which should be part of the label here. What else? Keep going. Again, not adjusted. Yeah, that part is not adjusted. It is overall ugly. I agree. That now look at that submit button and clear button. Look how different they are. They are of different size. And why in the world they are of different style, different size? Let's complain about that. Submit and clear button. Okay. Where is my? So number 10. Submit and clear buttons are not consistent in their look and dimensions. Yeah. So say, okay, now we have rules of user interface testing. So far I'm just looking at it from, you know, far away. Okay, anything I can complain about just by looking. Okay, now tab order. You remember the tab order thing? So file name Mikhail, last name Mikhail. Okay, tab. Guys, where in the world the tab should go? Tell me. Where in the world it should go? And the rule for tab order is it is either logical or left to right, top to bottom. In our case, with first name and last name, it is logical and left to right, top to bottom at the same time. So there is no way it might go anywhere else. When I do the tab, no way it should go anywhere else. And then it goes to referred by. And from referred by, it goes back to last name. And then it is more or less consistent. Okay. Yeah. And from phone, it didn't go to referred by. From phone, it moved to another section of the screen, of the window. So here is the bug report. Guys, you have rules. You have guidelines. You know how to test user interface. What's the problem? So we complain about the tab order. Okay, it's very simple. Number 11, and I'm saying tab, and tab. All names of the keys on the keyboard are coming in uppercase when you talk about them. Tab order violation. Okay, from first name. From first name, it goes to, it means input focus moves. It goes to referred by instead of last name. Okay, that is user interface. Okay. To do functionality testing, which is coming, you would use the requirements. So that is where it is. That is where it is. You would use the requirements. Referred by instead of last name. Since we talk about homework, guys, let me ask you. When we go to your page, the class page, we go to session 4, where we are right now, and then there's going to be session 5 next time. And I have to explain how that session 5 works. So you have requirements. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, you have requirements. Good. So when you test functionality, you test functionality against requirements. You have what to test against. Now, 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 okay, number 5. Number 5. You have requirements. You have project URL, and then we have certain guidelines which I created for you. How to test web forms. That is my text, just coming from my experience and my observations. And so required fields, retaining data in databases, and so on, values and lists. Yeah. So you remember values and lists. You reported a couple of bugs, but we have certain requirements. Those guidelines will tell you pretty much how that form should be tested. Just by using this 9 points, I mean, really, it might be, you might find all the bugs on it. And again, functionality testing is different. Functionality testing is testing against the requirement. But then we have some experience which tells us, hey, look at this, look at that, look at different things. So when you do your session 5 homework, in between today and tomorrow, on one hand, you have requirements. On the other hand, you have guidelines. And also, we used to have here a link to a real old-time video, which I did record like 10 years ago. It disappeared at some point, but I found it. Wait a second, where is it? Oh, yes, it's right. Look at that. That is how my desktop looked like 10 years ago. See? So we go and write bug reports and bug reports and bug reports. Energy Telecom didn't change, I can promise you. And the checklist changed a little bit. I kind of modified the checklist. So we go and write quite a few, how many? 16 bugs, okay. Maybe more than that, 19 bugs, 21 bug. What else? Some bugs. Now, guys. So what I want to tell you. It was done 10 years ago. And so I do not want you to criticize me and say, hey, look at Michael, he is bringing stuff which is 10 years old to his class. On one hand. On the other hand, you might say, yes, I want to see how he did it. So now, do you want to look at that stuff? Yeah, it was 10 years ago, yeah. Why some bug reports described the bug while other bug reports you came up with solutions? If we have to, how to say, each and every bug report is like a child, of yours, you are, as a human, okay, you are in different mood, okay. Let's say, okay, simple. You look at some problem and you want to write a bug report, and bug report is a function of you. It's a function. It's an immediate function. You come to work, you didn't have your morning coffee yet, okay, and you write a bug report. It's bug report number 1. Then you go and imagine you didn't write a bug report yet. You just go and take your morning coffee first, and then you write that bug report. It's going to be a different bug report, maybe slightly different, but still, And then you think about how to get to your lunch, the sooner the better, and then you write a bug report. Or then you are writing a bug report and 3 friends are telling you, listen, we are waiting for you to go to lunch and you're doing your bug report, forget about your bug report and blah, blah, blah. So it's a different bug report. Then Ivanova, okay, it's a girl. So your husband calls you, and tells you something nice, and you write a bug report. He doesn't tell you something nice. It might be ugly what he tells you, okay? And then you write a completely different bug report. So my kind of words to you are, why you write the bug report this way or that way or whatever, because you feel that way. At that very moment, you feel that way. Imagine you have similar problems, not identical, but similar. And you already wrote 10 bug reports today, which are kind of the same type. You know what? You hate yourself. You hate the way you do bug reports. You hate everybody. And then you write that bug report in a completely different way, which is, you wouldn't expect yourself to write that bug report that way only because you hate the way you did it already 10 times. See what I mean? It is not necessarily logical. It might be emotional, so it is kind of there is not always a logic. I can give you an example. Let's say pretty much everybody speaks Russian. Let's say train moved from started the movement from point A toward point B. In 10 minutes, another train started its movement from point B toward point A. And think about it, they never met, okay? They never met. They were going, toward each other, and they never met. Just didn't happen that way. Не судьба. Yeah? Just happens that way. So that is the bug report. Okay. There is some poetry in that stuff, I can promise you. Everything comes with experience. Exactly. And experiences are different. That is why if you look at, if you ask 5 good testers to report an exact same bug, guys, I can tell you, you might get 5 very different bugs. As long as tester is a good tester, the bug report is going to be a good one. So good bug report is a function of a good tester. So if you are a good tester, you just keep writing good bug reports. If not, then it's different. It looks like, guys, I can actually. So when manager is angry, I will tell okay, you say misfortune, yeah, misfortune. Let me try to post that file. So guys, no complaints, okay? Don't tell me it's too old. I gave you that warning, but it's good. It's good. I mean, we do go through the bugs by one, and I did it. I did that recording in the very first run of the online class. Can you imagine, guys? 10 years ago, in May of 2011, I started the whole thing, the online portion. We used to be on campus for many years, but then that was the very first execution. And I used to link that video from class pages, but some people told me, oh God, he's using an obsolete stuff, and I don't. Okay, I gave you the one, you can use it. So guys, do you want more bugs today? Yes, no? Few more. Okay, those who say no, guys, might stop right here. And I told you how to do the homework. Let's do. We can keep looking at your stuff here in case, so in expectation of having a good bug. But so you are preparing to functionality testing. So we are moving toward functionality testing. Yeah, email field. Okay, let's take a look at that one. So there is an obvious complaint that email field should not allow more than one sign. Yeah. Email field. Just say email field. Email field. Accept more than one character. Basically, what you are saying here is email field, no validation, or let's say email field has no validation for multiple whatever characters. So if something is not checked, yeah, we are saying validation. So it has no validation or no validation implemented. Okay. The question is, you do not know if there should be any validation, or if there should be some validation, what kind of validation. See, we are, from functionality testing standpoint, guys, we should go beyond the common logic, because what really matters is the requirement. So requirement might be validating a couple of things, but let's say in our company, we do not want to spend like a month developing 250 different validations for email field. I mean, really, we don't want to. We just we might do 3-4 validations and that's it. We are not working for CIA or FBI or wherever they might be interested, in that many different validations. You understand what I'm talking, guys? I'm writing that bug report, asking them, guys, we do not have that validation. Maybe we should, implement some. But again, I do that with having no requirements, because if I do have requirements, I will report only the validations which are required. Or I might come with a suggestion. I might say, guys, why don't we implement another validation on that field? Could you please explain how to write test case? Yeah, it's coming. It is coming, guys. You're gonna be writing good test cases. I can promise you. You will do test cases in the class. You will do test cases on both of projects we have, project 1 and project 2. You're gonna be pretty good. And if you go to bootcamp after that, so you're gonna be the best in test cases, in writing test cases. So it's not a big deal. You just have to do it hands-on for a while, and that's it. Where should we post our homework for session 5? We go to the forum, because forum is the place where I can easily bring different reports to your attention. If you report it in a specific bug tracking system, so then I would not have that flexibility. So, and then 1 month from now, guys, no, September 28, actually 2 weeks from now, you will get to Jira and you will start using Jira for agile management and so bug tracking specifically and so on. So it is coming. Suggestion: when we have to use forum partner of com for homework assignment, can you, Mikhail, start the discussion topic? Then we may only reply back, blah, blah, blah. Guys, it is not helping. Let me tell you. It is not helping. I can tell you 10 times, guys, do not start your own topics, and there are going to be 5, 6, 10 people who are going to start their topics anyway. It's not about us saying you something, it's about you listening. So from my life experience, it is not possible. I mean, it will happen anyway. It will happen anyway, which is fine, guys. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The more important thing is you are practicing. When we come to the class, we are looking at how it should be done. So I'm not going after each and every report you write or each and every test case you write, but I show you how it should be done. So the next step, logical step, will be you redoing your test cases or redoing your bug reports along the discussion we had. So far we looked at the bug reports here. Yeah. Why don't you go and rewrite your bug reports, formulate? You see which modifications I'm making. Yeah. So do it that way, same way. So then you're going to practice in doing better bug reports. And couple of steps, one by one, and you're going to write very decent bug report. Okay. So guys, I have lots of work to do yet today, because we have to finalize all the money coming and accounts and giving people access to the class and so on. And from my experience, it might take a week for most of the class to get together. And then we will see maybe another 10, 15, 20 people joining you in between, let's say, today and the end of the class. So it's happening in a kind of very unpredictable way, honestly. Okay, so guys, welcome to the class. Yeah, I mean, people who continue the class, welcome to the class. And I hope it's going to be something enjoyable and more importantly, helpful. My wife told me, tell them the story about the guy who got a job offer today. And it's a real nice one. So in the class before you, class of May 18th, there's a gentleman who is a natural perfectionist. So if something is not perfect, he feels very upset. And you understand how difficult, to be happy with such, such an attitude. And but fine. And he had so many doubts and kind of he was suffering from his own imperfection. He was saying, how would I do this? I don't know that. And eventually, but he is, but that perfectionism resulted in him following passionately the guidelines which we give in that class. So he is probably the only one I remember who was kind of 100% up to the execution of the right things. You know, whatever we teach you, he did it. And so he got a job offer, one job offer, and another one is coming. They told him he's successful, but he didn't get the job offer yet in writing. But the first one was $40 per hour, and the next one is 45, which is not given yet, but they kind of negotiated already, and so on and so. And the class is celebrating. If you look at the chat for the previous class, where are they here? I don't know. No, maybe I moved them because they are celebrating so much. They were distracting me. So with their messages. Okay, guys, I do not really see it here. Oh, yeah, here. No, here, no. No, that one is final, and another one is informal. He wrote that in the informal one. I don't know. Yeah, that one. So they are celebrating and celebrating and celebrating. You know, he got a job, and he's telling them how exactly it happened. Blah blah blah. What I'm saying, guys, is so my wife told me, give them the story, and the story, in the way I interpret that story, is if you just follow the rules of the game, guys, you are meant to be successful, and the only focus you should have if you want to be successful is how to stay within the guidelines. So no corners to cut, really. The closer you are, to the suggestions we give you. We know what we are doing, guys. We are the first school of that kind in the world. We are the first boot camp I ever heard about. I don't know. I don't remember any boot camps in 1994. So we are the first boot camp of that kind. So, and we have 27 years of experience, and we know exactly what we do. And just since you are joining the class, and do the homework, do the quizzes when quiz is a part of your homework. But again, do not be too harsh to yourself. If you need to repeat. If you need to spend more time, spend more time. You do not compete with anybody in your class or in the world. You have your own path, and you follow your own path. I mean, you are you, and so you just go your way. You don't care what other people are doing, really. Okay, so thank you very much, and let me move to making my recording for you. Informal chat, formal, informal. Okay, guys, and you remember, informal chat is given to you to discuss different, whatever you want to discuss in between classes, and so far you didn't use it much, which is understandable. But again, be kind of careful with not distracting people with unrelated things, okay? Just that is the point. Okay, with all that said, I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much.